And I'm also that friend that if you're coming to me with the situation, I'm going to ask you, do you need my listening ear or do you want me to respond?
Ooh, that's good. Yo, you have not prescribed with the realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. It's your boy, Dewey Rice. You feel me? I'm here today, y'all. I'm so excited for this episode. First of all, let's just put it out there. I'm here today on episode 55.0 with somebody who has like really supported and like loved the podcast down. Like, she might be number one for real. Like, she might be the number one supporter. Like, we was really talking and she was like, no, I said, it was nice to meet you in person. Not thinking like I met her at DNS, but she's at the first show, bruh. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, tell the people who you is, because I'm excited. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Nikka Carter.
Nikka Carter.
And on Instagram, I am Nikka_loves_pink.
Okay, period.
Yeah, don't forget the S. You always forget the S.
What is it? So it's Nikka's?
Nikka, Nikka.
Yes.
Loves with an S.
Yes.
Loves.
Okay.
Pink.
Nikka loves pink. And can I say your name when we was doing our little testing and shit? Can I say Nikka Carter?
Yeah.
We're sitting here with Nikka Carter. You feel me? So welcome to the motherfucking show, Nikka Carter. Okay.
It's she. I'm here.
Okay. Cool. You feel me? How you feeling? How does it feel to be here?
I'm feeling great. It's actually amazing to be here. So
don't say that.
No, it is. I honestly I talked about it with a few of my friends, and I prior to even you asking me to be here, I always said I would love to be on Dewey's podcast. And like I said, I watch you all the time. I mean, I take notes and everything. So
listen, she sends a note, bro, on bullet points, y'all. So y'all take fucking notes of what to do, okay?
I take notes.
That means you listen, and I genuinely appreciate that.
No problem.
So let's go ahead and get into the episode. How you been this week, though?
My week has been cool. Yeah, yesterday was my Friday, so I was off today.
Okay, cool.
I'm off until Saturday.
Yes.
And today I just did a little bit of relaxing. Then I did some organized some of my makeup area and stuff like that. I didn't get to my nail area yet, but we'll get there one day.
Yeah, you're gonna plug that too, because nigga, she's real crafty, so you're gonna have to plug that at some point.
Yes, absolutely Nikka's nails. Don't forget.
Yes,
because it is she. I also do makeup too. I have not created a page or nothing like that for that, but I do makeup and stuff like that too. So
so they're gonna tap in. We're gonna plug it on the motherfucking YouTube and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna definitely tap into that.
I'm down with that.
My week, let's see. I'm very excited to be here. Like being back on. I know Steph hates to say this, but being back on the mic just feels amazing. Like it's really like therapy for me when I'm down here. So I'm excited to sit with you today. We had a good conversation from the question of the days. So that's another thing. Nikka she be plugged in with the question of the days, and y'all motherfuckers, y'all vote, but y'all don't be talking. Nikka talks, okay? She gives you the paragraphs, and we love that. You feel me? So we're going to get into our game. The waiting room. You watch the show and shit. Yeah. So the waiting room, people can get to know you, you know what I'm saying, based off your answers. Gotcha. So the game today is called, What is Your Counsel, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, we're going to give you some scenarios, and you're the friend. You have to tell us what you would tell your friend in these scenarios, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, let's get it. First one. Your coworker asks you for feedback on how to nail this job interview. However, you're applying for the same position. How do you counsel her?
I'm never a hater. So I feel like if it's for you, it's for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So just, go for what you know. Be confident in what you say, in your interview. A lot of people go into interviews and it they tell you to lie on your interviews. But go ahead and put a little lie in there. But don't be overboard. Relax. Don't try to make yourself seem like you Superman out here and you really Batman's little cousin that's sitting on the couch at home. Relax,
Okay.
So just, I'd be like, just go for it. You know what I mean? Be you.
Yeah.
Be confident in what you say and who you are.
Absolutely.
And, if it's for you, it's meant for you.
So y'all going for the same position, right? Mm-hmm. But you got this gem. If you say this in this interview, then you're going to get it. Are you going to give it to the friend?
Yeah.
You gonna give it to him?
I am.
So may the best person win.
I'm never a hater, for sure.
Okay.
I'm never a hater. I want everybody to win in whatever it is, because it may be a position for you. It may not be for me. I may want it.
Right. But it might not be.
We all want a lot of things in life, but if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I don't know if I'm there yet.
It's okay.
I don't think I'm gonna give him the gym.
It's okay.
You feel me? I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm probably the way I would advise him for sure. I'm always gonna say be confident and saying yourself, step up to the plate, da da da. But if a manager told me say this during the interview, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
He said, no, that's
it's my job. I'm like, what?
I got it in the bag.
It's a better salary? Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, but
I'm a good friend, but you're just not getting that. You feel me? So we'll go to the next one.
I'm great for the position. You're just good.
Not. Okay, cool.
You're good for the position.
But may the best one win, okay? So your brother lives with your best friend. No, your brother lives with your best friend, and they've been together for 5 years. Your brother suspects that your best friend is cheating, and asks you for advice on how to address her, how do you counsel him?
I would just tell him it's definitely a tough situation because my best friend is my best friend. But I've been in a situation where my brother dated my best friend.
Love this. Come on.
They never lived together or nothing, but they dated. And so it kind of got rocky once they stopped talking because then my best friend kind of distanced herself from me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wait. Your problem was with him.
Right,
you know
what
I mean? Like, not
we don't know how to separate that.
You know?
Yeah.
But so in that sense, I would just tell him, if that's what you feel, go with your gut. Okay. I mean, I can't steer you wrong. I ain't gonna tell you like, yeah, bestie cheating on you. I mean, but if it's if I know my brother is in love with her, yeah, I'm always gonna ride for my brother. My brother is my dog. Like, that's my bestie. Like, my brother is my best.
That's fair.
Friend for sure. Like, look, me and my brother could talk about anything, and it just be that. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta worry about nobody else hearing about it. I ain't gotta worry about and vice versa. Like, my brother is my homie, so. If it's something like where I know my brother's like super in
really
love, thinking
heels.
about popping a question or whatever, and he got these speculations or whatever, I'm gonna let him know, like,
it ain't it.
Relax.
Okay.
Just chill. You know.
So
what I mean?
I've been in a situation before in a different way. Like, so a friend told me that my brother was getting cheated on by his girl with her friend, and so I'm like, damn, like. So I tell my brother, because I know he in love and shit. So I tell him I don't want to hurt his feelings, but then also I don't want him looking silly.
Right. No,
but then if I say something, then the friend is going to know that I ran my mouth when I said I wasn't going to.
But have your, you can, in that sense, you can have your brother look into something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
how do you throw that in there, though?
See if she know, I seen Destiny out with so-and-so and so-and-so. And, my homie Juan was there, Juan. Yeah. Then he gonna go home asking about Juan, and then it may come out. You know what I mean?
I like that. Okay. You gotta bring it up. I like that.
Like, you ain't tell me you was kicking the Juan. You said you was out with Destiny, but you ain't say Juan.
But you ain't said nobody nigga named Juan.
You ain't say
I
Juan
like that. Okay.
So.
All right, cool. That was a good one, Steph. Look, she got her phone out. That was a good one. Okay, go. Yeah, I like that.
Taking notes.
All right. So, next one. Your friend is in an abusive relationship and she has told you that she is leaving for the past 3 years, but sis is still there. She calls crying because he blocked her. Hold on. He blacked her eye. How do you counsel her? I thought it said blocked her. It says blacked her eye. How do you counsel her?
I'm a girl's girl. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm sure we've all, men's side and female side have put up with some shit inside of a relationship.
Absolutely.
Like, we all put up with it. So, you could tell me for 10 years, but when you ready, you ready. You know what I mean? And I'm still going to be that friend that's by you like, all right, girl, I got you. Every time you tell me for the 10 years, I'm going to tell you like, all right, girl, when you ready, I got you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't going to never turn my back on you because you never know. People need somebody in their corner. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You could tell your mom could be like, girl, you've been saying this for 3 years. I ain't worried about you. And then that's why you see all these people on Snap and everything else. They done got killed by no, be there for them. They ain't got nobody to go to. So, I don't care how, I may tell you in the process, I ain't gonna lie, I may tell you, like, girl, you need listen to leave. Here, relax.
Are you hating on the nigga? Like, are you gonna be like, he's not shit? Like, why did he let him put his hands on you? Like, how hard are you gonna go?
It depends on the particular friend, because some friends can take certain things and some friends can't.
Absolutely.
Not saying I'm gonna sugarcoat something or put like bandages on stuff just to make it sound good for the person, but I'm gonna tell you the truth or what it is, Absolutely. But I'm just depending on the friend, I'm gonna be more sympathetic or empathetic in the situation than hardcore. Now, some friends I know I can tell you like, bitch, now you know that nigga wasn't shit when you got with him. He beat Charlene's ass. Why is you with him?
Yeah. Like, let him beat you up, bitch.
Then you got those other friends that you got to be a little more
tiptoe
sensitive
around.
With. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you can still tell them the real without being overboard with it. So I'd be like, listen. Now, you knew Charlie was like this before you got with him, okay?
You knew he had a little hands, you know what I'm
saying? He wasn't beatboxing studio. He was beatboxing bitches, okay? But for sure, I'm going to tell you, you know what, sis? You knew it. Yeah. But I ain't going to throw it in your face like, I told you so. I'm not that friend. I'm not that I told you so friend.
Yeah.
But afterwards, after we laughing about it, when it's in the laughing moment, because not everybody's laughing moment, but I'll tell you like, sis, now, I told you. 6 years ago to leave his ass alone.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I mean?
For me, I feel like when it comes to abuse, that's kind of it's really tough. That's really, you know what I'm saying? Abused. So it's very,
I was abused. I was in an abusive relationship prior before.
Okay. So, okay. So let me get my shit off and now I'm going to ask you a question because we here,
I'm
right?
I'm here for it.
So I feel like when it comes to an abusive situation where your friend is not leaving, and you kind of feel like they're, it's a word. I forgot the word, but, they said it on R. Kelly's thing when he was doing something to the girls, like to keep them there. What is it called? Like he's not manipulation. It's another word, but we're going to get to it. I'm going to figure it out during this episode. But because it's so sticky and I know that you're kind of in a cycle, I'm going to like tiptoe around it. But I'm going to tell you like, yo, if I got to pick you up, clean your blood up and shit, I have to say like, yo.
I was that friend before too.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm going to ask you like, what are you doing here? Like, really, what is it? Like, the way I'm gonna counsel you is I'm gonna ask you a question. What are you doing, bro? Like, I'm not gonna do too much about the nigga. It's about you. Like, what are you doing? How do you feel? Fuck the nigga. Right. I'm not even mad at him because you're not mad at him either. Right. I'm mad at you. Like,
you're gonna go back.
You're going back, babe. So like, what's wrong with you?
No, seriously.
Dead ass. You feel me? But I want to ask you. You said you was in an abusive relationship, right?
I was.
How was your counsel in those situations? Like in your situation,
in the time, I didn't really have a counsel, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't have nobody that I can really turn to.
Okay.
And I kind of hid it from people because I was embarrassed at first. It was definitely an embarrassing situation because I'm just like, bitch, you know better.
So you feel like you didn't need no counsel because you knew.
No, it's not that I didn't need it.
Okay.
I kind of wish I had somebody in my corner at the time.
Right.
Like, I did have his mom, but his mom was.
His mom.
That's crazy. No, it wasn't even like that. His mom was on my side.
For real?
Yeah, throughout the whole thing.
Okay,
his mom was on my side. She wasn't
that.
just like, oh, well, no. She never sugarcoated nothing. She was still to this day, that's my heart. Like, his mama is my dog. Okay. I love her to death. Like, me and her was just texting earlier. Yeah, like, that's my homie. I love her to death. But she, she has her own issues and stuff like that. And so he knew what to do to kind of prevent her from being able to like just stand back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he would kind of like, not say he would harm his mom in the situation, but he would kind of harm his mom in the situation. Yeah. Like,
everybody was scared.
And so it wasn't even that, like, me personally, I was never scared of him because I would fight him. Okay. I would definitely fight you back. Like I said, I grew up fighting my brother.
Clip the nails off. Clip them
off. Clip them off. But it was a point in time, like, at first, I forgot who I was. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, I couldn't wear certain stuff. I remember one time I wore a skirt to church, and he was like, what, you fucking a pastor? I said, wait, what?
Not the pastor.
Because I wore a skirt to church. Like, a skirt, like, everybody know how I like to dress.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Cute.
Like, so it was like, it became a lot. Like, I started changing how I wore. I wasn't doing my hair right. I wasn't doing my makeup. I lost myself. I forgot who I was. And then one day I was just like, you know what? But the only way that I can get out of the situation was, and I knew I had to get out. Nobody had to tell me. I knew I had to get out.
Yeah.
The only way that I got out of that situation was my lease was up. Damn. And I was like, I ain't signing this lease again. This man know I live here. You know what I mean? I gotta go. So what I did was, I had got myself together. I found another apartment elsewhere, whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And I never told him about it.
Okay.
Prior to getting that apartment that I was staying in, I was homeless. So when I say homeless, like I was like sleeping outside on the ground, sleeping in the storage unit, all types of stuff. I was homeless. Like, so getting that apartment was a big step for me after everything that I had lost prior to dealing with another situation. So I was like, I got to get out. So when my lease was up, he was like, well, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm about to just go stay in my storage unit again. I really ain't figured it out. The lease is up and I don't feel like signing another lease here. Mind you, my rent was $502.50. Okay?
You already found that shit.
I would have definitely signed a lease there again. But I had to get away from the situation because it was like no matter how many times I called the police or whatever, they would just pick him up, drop him off at his mom's house. He was back kicking in my door. You know what I mean? It was traumatizing. So I was like, you know what? I got to get out. It's over with. It's long overdue. So my lease was up. I had already had another apartment. I just told him, I was like, I'm just going to drop you off at your mom's house. I'm going to go stay in my storage unit. Once I find a place, I'll come back and get you. He's like, all right, cool.
Dummy.
First off, that right there shows you're not a man. Because why the fuck would you say, oh yeah, you can go ahead and drop me off
at my mom's house
and you go stay outside.
In the storage unit, babe. Go to the public storage.
Like, sir. So that right there, I'm so glad he was that dumb nigga at the time. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yeah, that's my scapegoat. Like, that's what I did. So I dropped him off at his mom's house with his hamper of clothes, and baby got out. Okay, I moved to Canal and was never seen again because I was living in Cornerstone at the time. Y'all know Cornerstone is ghetto. Okay, like I said, my rent was $502.50.
Yeah, it's the rent. I wish I could
get $502.50 again.
But do you feel like if you had people in your corner, you would have left sooner? Like, do you feel like if you had counsel, you would have left sooner?
It's not even about leaving sooner. I don't think counsel would have made it differently. It would just made me feel better at the time that I had somebody to talk to, at the time. Yeah. But like I said, I knew I had to get out. I knew who I was. Like, I did lose myself, but I found myself again. I knew, like, baby girl, this ain't for you.
This ain't it.
You know what I mean? And so
the
only way that I could get out was to actually move from that place and him not know what my address was, where I was going, no nothing. Like, he ain't think, oh, she was upgrading from Cornerstone to Canal.
Nah, he didn't.
No, he didn't. And he wasn't going to Canal because he's a criminal. He's going to jail. Like,
his name cannot be on the list.
He's going to jail. He is going to jail, sir.
Bro, okay, you get deep. We're gonna get there though. One more for the game, then we're gonna get to the motherfucking The Office. She got there, okay, y'all? Okay, cool. So, last one. Your best friend was dating the man of her dreams, and you loved him for her. Someone sends you a screenshot of him and his wife. Wow.
Hold on, I'm gonna spit my drink out. What?
Wait.
I thought you.
Come on, producer. Okay. Shit. Hey, y'all, I didn't make this game. Steph did. Shit. Okay. Let's reread this. Okay.
That is spicy.
So, your best friend was dating the man of her dreams, and you loved him for her. Someone sends you a screenshot of him and his wife, whom he never said existed. How do you counsel her? Wow, Steph, that was a good one in the game. That was good. Okay.
So am I the one introducing it to her, or
so you have to tell your friend, the one that you like? You know how you be out, your friend got a nigga, you like, oh, I fuck with him, and then your friend, you talking to your friend, and then she sends you a screenshot like, no, bitch, he has a wife, and now you have to tell her. How do you counsel her? Do you tell her? What do you say? Like,
oh, I'm definitely gonna tell her because, baby girl, we ain't gonna have you out here looking stupid. This is the man of your dreams.
Man of her dreams, and you fucked with him though. So you been hyping her. You know how friends be like,
for sure, yeah. Listen, I'm that friend. I'm gonna definitely hype you up. Even when you looking dumb, I'm gonna hype you up, but I'm gonna tell you about it later on. You know, if you lit, we lit. You know what I mean?
You feel
me? Then afterwards, I'm like, man.
Like, no.
That
Damn,
wasn't
what do you say?
But no, so that is
damn.
spicy.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Now, the younger Dewey would have been like, I'm minding my business, right? Because at the end of the day, like, I'm a nigga, so I don't like when people hate on me. Like when friends hate on me. So I take it. I already am a step ahead about that. Like, I'm not trying to hate on a nigga.
Don't be cheap.
But, you know what I'm saying? But I will say at this older age, you know, emotionally intelligent and shit like that, I gotta send you the screenshot. I'm gonna just send it to you. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not dropping my opinion. I'm gonna just send you what was sent to me. And I'm gonna let you, because it was probably like a Facebook little, you know what I'm saying, something or whatever. You go figure out the name. You do the research. I'm not doing it for you. I'm just sending it.
I'm the PI.
And I'm shutting the fuck up.
I'm the PI for
a lot of y'all are PIs.
I know.
CIA, PI, motherfucking everything.
No.
Ask
my people.
You get there.
I'm that girl. Like literally, on a daily basis, I get license plates and everything sent to me. Like, see what this come back to. I got you.
You get
numbers and all. I got you. I'm that friend. You know what I mean? But nah, see, me.
I don't know.
I'm a teller. I got to.
You gotta tell her. You telling her straight up.
I got to, because like, you know, she's already going to be heartbroken if she finds out later on down the line.
Absolutely.
I'd rather her find out sooner, or sooner than later. So whenever I find out the tea, I'm gonna have to tell her so that way she ain't out here looking crazy. Or, you know what I mean? I don't need her to have no secret beef out here either. You know, say the wife finds out about her.
It's up.
And you want to come two-piece her, and she like, I ain't never even heard of you before. You know what I mean? I got to make her aware of the situation.
So you telling her straight up.
So I'm definitely going to tell her.
And you going to tell her everything, because you say you're a PI, so you're going to tell her everything you found out.
Oh, for sure.
Bitch, they got 6 kids.
I'm like, girl, she drives
live here.
a white BMW.
Yes.
License plate
she works
is JX37947. Okay, baby girl, we gonna run it all through.
Like, okay.
We're gonna run it all through, because I need you to be on the lookout. I need you to protect you at all costs. You know what I mean? I don't want none of my friends to be harmed in no sticky situation, especially if they don't have no control over it.
Absolutely.
He ain't come out and tell nobody he had a wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it ain't her fault to be having her life on the line because he wanted to be messy. You know what I mean? So I gotta protect baby girl.
So you're a protective ass friend.
I am. I love my people.
Because it brings us into the motherfucking office. Because today we talking about counsel. Like, who is your motherfucking counsel? Okay, Your Honor. Who the fuck is your counsel? Who is standing beside you in the courtroom? Y'all, I want to know this, and I need to know it, and we're gonna talk about it today. So let's bring it to you. You're a protective friend, right?
I am.
So when you say protective, what does that mean when it comes to your friends? You know you don't want them to be harmed, but do you mind your business though? Like,
I do.
Okay.
And, like, I mind my business to the fullest.
Okay.
If it's brought to me is when I speak on it. You know, I'm not the type of person like, unless I see something on the outside that does not look right and it hasn't been brought to me, then I may speak up on it. It depends on what it is. But majority of the time, yes, I mind my business. I'm not in nobody's business. Even still, like I said, if you want to be that dumb friend, I'm still in your corner.
Right.
Girl, I still love you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, even I have male friends as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in your corner. I have male friends come to me, complain about their wives, the situations, stuff that they're going through. I'm not going to ever tarnish their relationship with their wives. I'm not going to tell you, what you want to hear or down your wife because you're downing her at the time or
Absolutely.
you're going through. Nah, I'm going to protect your feelings.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not that friend that's going to root you on because you're talking shit about your wife. No.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you.
We love that.
You know what I mean? Like,
because they're going back to the wife.
You're
that
definitely
they
going back. I know you're going back. I know for a fact you're going back.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Listen, I know for a fact you're going back. So for me to down talk her, like, I'm gonna tell you, like if depending on what the situation is, like, I got one friend that's married or whatever, and his wife doesn't respect him. You know what I mean? And it's because at one point in time he was down. But now he's up. He's working multiple jobs. He's providing for the household, everything like that. But she don't respect him at all. Like every time they get into an argument, you a bitch ass nigga. You a da da da. Listen. So I tell him all the time, like, you know your worth. You know what you deserve. I'm not gonna tell you like, oh, you don't deserve that, or put her. No, because that's not my position. That's not my place. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to sleep with you or screw you or nothing like that. I'm your friend.
I'm looking.
You know what I mean? I want what's best for you. If this genuinely makes you happy, although it's a bad situation at the time, because bad times don't last all the time. Literally. You know what I mean? I'm here for you. So it's just like, what do you want to do at the end of the day?
Exactly. And that's why I asked about, my initial question was, do you mind your business? Because I feel like when it comes to counsel, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
It's hard when you love somebody. Yes, it's hard when you love somebody. It's hard when, like, I had a friendship. This is my friend. You just here. Like, you the bitch or you the nigga and you just here, right? But I feel like when it comes to counsel, a lot of people don't mind a lot of people don't have business of their own to mind.
And that's
right?
why they mind yours.
So exactly. And that's why you're in my fucking business worried about what the fuck I'm doing over here, right? And so I just feel like it's important for one, when we talk about counsel, who is your, genuinely when you think about it right now, who is your counsel? So I'm gonna go first, right? I'm gonna name a couple of people and we're gonna filter through this. Sure. So when I think about my counsel, I have like, my mom, I got my dad, got my grandma, I got Miss Producer, Miss Mixie. Shout out to the Miss Mixie LLC. And I got like a couple friends that I would really like share some shit with. Now, I have friends that I'll send shit to talk shit with, but when it comes to my counsel, I need them to be one. I'm gonna say this word, emotionally intelligent, right? I need you to be emotionally intelligent when I'm seeking advice. And like my counsel has to be like a surface level of, not surface level, it has to be emotionally intelligent. So name me your counsel. Who's some couple people you would say is your counsel? And we're talking about emotionally intelligent motherfuckers.
No, for sure. Okay, emotionally intelligent. I'm gonna say I got my friend Tasha.
Okay.
That's my sis. That's my whole heart.
Shout out to Tasha.
For sure. Shout out to my baby. Listen, okay. I have my brother.
Yes.
My brother, that's my world. When I tell you, I can literally talk to I can go commit a murder and call my brother like, look. He's there.
Yes. And
nobody will ever know, like, he's by my side. What do we need to do? How do we get to the bottom of this?
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
That's my brother. Out. Like, he ain't like, oh, you just so stupid. No, he's there.
Yep.
That's my dog.
Absolutely.
Like, that's my A1. So I got Latasha. I got my brother. Let me see. I got my sis Ronnie on occasions.
Okay. Well, I like that you said occasions.
Occasions.
Can you go into occasions? Not like on her, but like when you say occasions.
So occasions, like certain situations, I know she's gonna be that friend that's just gonna tell me what I want to hear, and not tell me what I need to hear. You know what I mean? I'm that friend that I want you to tell me what I need to hear.
Exactly.
Don't. If I sound stupid or if I'm doing stupid stuff, tell me about myself.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Don't sugarcoat it. Don't play with me, because then you're gonna leave me to be the ass in the situation, and I don't want to be the ass.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Tell me about myself. So I got her, my friend Michael, aka Michael, because people when they see her name is Michael. Yeah. But it's spelled Mykel. So when people read it, it's Michael. So we typically introduce her as Michael. But that's my go-to. I can literally talk to her about anything as well. Yeah. She's just one of those friends that you got on occasions as well. Like she goes through a lot emotionally, so she distances herself and then she comes back in the picture. Absolutely,
but she there though. She's solid.
Yeah, she's solid. Definitely there for sure. That's my homie. As far as emotional, I think that would be my. That'd be it. That's my.
And that's okay. And I feel like sometimes we have to really identify and understand that we have a core. And our core is okay. Like
and
you have a core
small.
group of people that you can talk to, and you have your others that you can talk your shit with.
Absolutely.
But my thing be, when you go to these people, do you know exactly what you're going to get from them? So the 4 or 5 people that you named, do you know exactly what you're going to get from everybody? So your brother, Michael, the first name, Tasha,
and Ronnie.
do you know exactly what you're going to get from each of them, or has it been different? Because I was having a conversation with Steph, and I was telling her, like, you know what, as I'm getting older and I'm growing, like, for example, with my dad, me and him always talk about women. Mm-hmm. So I knew from jump, like in my early 20s, he was, fuck that bitch. That bitch ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch is a whore ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, calling my dad for counsel, he be trying to, like, he gives, like, well-rounded advice. Like, now it's
That's
about,
good, though.
It's great, but it's crazy, though. Like, I was telling her, like, I feel like you know what you're going to get from a person. You know what you're going to get from your peoples. Like,
for sure.
If I call you and you always talk shit up, you already don't like my bitch. So when I call you, I know you're going to be able to meet me. Sure. Fuck that bitch. She a hoe ass bitch. I'm calling you, right? Yeah. But now I'm starting
telling you what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Not what you need to hear.
Need to hear. Exactly. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now I'm in a space where I'm starting to be like, damn, do I really know what I'm getting from these people? Because like you said, we all growing. It's, you know what I'm saying? Sure. It's a season of growth. Everybody should be,
because I've definitely been growing. This is definitely my season of growth, like emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. Like I've literally been growing.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of myself. Like I really am. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I'm really proud of myself. No, for sure. Because I used to be that shit talking friend. You know what I mean? Exactly. And then that friend that always told you what you wanted to hear. And it was just like, I'm not helping my friends.
What made you change that though? Like being that friend?
Because I started to see that I wasn't really helping them. I knew what was best for them. Mm-hmm. And they knew what was best for them too, whether they accepted it or not. But I knew what was best for them and I knew what was best for myself. And it was just like, I don't want to just hear what I want to hear. Because we all want to hear fuck that nigga at the time.
Absolutely.
But that's not what we need to hear.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We need to hear like, you know, what do you want to do? Like, let me make my decision. Don't try to make that decision for me.
Because I literally was saying yesterday, I'm like, we was prepping for the episode, of course. And I was like, you know what? With me, like if a person calls me, a friend calls me, they know I'm not going to be ultra fuck that motherfucker. I'm asking you, how do you feel? What do you want to do? What do you think is going to happen after you do that? Like I'm asking you questions because I want to put you on the forefront.
And I'm also that friend that if you're coming to me with the situation, I'm going to ask you, do you need my listening ear or do you want me to respond?
Oh, that's good.
Because do you want to just because if you want me to just listen to you vent, I'll be that person.
Different. Yes, that's different.
But if you need for me to actually respond, that's a different thing. Because a lot of friends don't know that.
No.
A lot of friends don't know that sometimes I'm just coming to you to listen to me.
Absolutely.
I just want to vent. I want to get it off my chest so I can feel better. I could be at peace and sleep at night.
So maybe that's what we need to start asking. Like, if you are someone's counsel, your first question is, because it's crazy because she literally asked the same thing. Y'all are the same person. I don't know. It's literally the same person.
We definitely
She'll literally be like, I'll call her. I'm upset. Do you want me to respond, or are you just trying to get it off? I'd be like, no, I want responses. Like, tell me right now. Like, you feel me? I'd be ready for that. But it's crazy that you say that because we don't ask that.
We don't.
Motherfuckers will just jump to the call.
And then you and your friend getting into it because you didn't tell them what they wanted to hear.
Exactly. And I'm not going to take. At this space, I feel like now about 29, about to be 30, bro. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you how I feel.
For sure.
But I'm going to ask you first I'm not going to that's a good question. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to ask them, like, how do you feel? Are you sure you're ready to leave? Da-da-da-da. But honestly, I want to give you, like, bitch, this is the 17th time he's done this. This is him, baby. Baby girl, this is him. You feel me? But I'm never going to overstep. But I think that question is so important. And I need y'all motherfuckers who's listening to add that to y'all's motherfucking repertoire. Like, do you want me to, what did you say? Are you calling an event?
Are you calling to vent, or do you want just a listening ear, or
Absolutely.
do you want somebody, or do you want a response?
Mm-hmm.
So like I've had multiple situations where I responded out of turn. Yep. You know what I mean? Like they wasn't calling me to respond. Yeah. And that's what helped with my growth, because it's just like, dang, I don't want to lose this friend. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of person, like, me and my friends, we have disagreements.
Yeah, for
you know what I mean? Like, and if people say that their friendships don't have disagreements, I'm not saying we out here fist fighting each other, but we have disagreements. You can agree to disagree or whatever like that, and we can still be friends. You know what I mean? I feel like if you have not had that moment of truth with your friends, where it's just like, hold on.
No, you really,
you know what I mean? Then y'all really not friends.
And that's what bothers me the most, honestly, to where you're going and what you're saying. It's the accountability piece.
Absolutely.
If we're friends, you need to be able to allow me to hold you accountable, and I have to be able to set the accountability as well.
Or we can't be friends. We're just associates. We know each other.
So my thing is, why are we? I feel like there's a lot of people who who collect people and bring them in their friend group who they know is not going to hold them accountable. Why even have those people around you?
They're not emotionally mature.
Exactly.
You're not emotionally mature.
I said, wow. Emotional intelligence.
It's
crazy, right?
It's a
sucks,
real
though.
thing.
It feels
when
good.
you become an adult, it sucks. It does. Because it's just like, I want you to tell me that nigga ain't shit. I want you to tell me to fuck that nigga. But then at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to him. So
have you ever been in a situation where you called and you were actually wrong and you didn't think you were wrong when you initially called your friend, but when they broke it down to you was wrong? Was you able to accept it? Or was you able to be accountable in the situation? Relationship, friends, family?
I was.
You was.
But the few people, like I told you, like that I named, they're not those friends, like I said, or those people in my life that are the I told you so people.
Okay.
So it was just like, yeah, we talked about me being wrong.
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn.
Maybe I was wrong.
I was wrong. But, it's all about growing. You learn from those situations where you were wrong and you grow from there. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be wrong at times. Nobody's 100% right.
Right.
And if you think you're 100% right, fuck off. Because you're not.
Because you're not. You're not. And it's okay.
It's okay. But it comes with maturity. A lot of people put their pride into situations where it's like we have to put that pride aside. You can't. If you come into every situation with your pride, you'll never succeed because you'll always think that you're right. You know what I understand. And nobody likes to know it all.
And that's true.
Nobody likes to know it all.
And you know what I started thinking too? And I literally have been sitting with myself for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I was thinking like, and it was even prior to this, but I was like, damn, like I really had to strip my ego. Ego is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like my ego has led in a lot of situations because it's like, how the fuck could you think you're gonna do me Dewey like that?
Because you're Dewey.
Because I'm fucking Dewey. What the fuck? How you gonna do Dewey like that? Like, and I really, in these situations, I've literally had to like strip my ego. Like, take Dewey out of it, and then you assess the situation. Absolutely. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. And when it comes to our counsel, sometimes, like you said, sometimes our counsel is not emotionally mature to even push you to do that.
Amen.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy when you really sit back and you start growing and you start looking at situations for the way they are. Whew. And you like, wow, like what the fuck? Like,
but like you said in the beginning, it was just like the old Dewey.
Yes.
Or the more mature Dewey.
Right.
So it works, you know, because you get to sit and reflect. You get to you get to look at everything. From
in that reflection though, and you said you've grown too, right? So in your reflection, do you start to weed those people out? So like think about the people that was in your counsel, right? And you're like, damn, like you start calling them, you went to them, they not really giving you the sound advice. I'm growing, so I know what the sound advice really should be. Do you weed those people out? Do you cut them off, or do you keep them around and just figure out like you kind of like filter what you share with them? How do you handle that?
Depending on the situation. I mean, if the situation went bad, then I know to release you from my life. You know what I mean? But if it's just a situation where I feel like I've grown from your responses,
absolutely, we
can still be cordial. We can still be cool, but I know how to deal with you. You know, what they say, I feed you with a long handled spoon.
Absolutely.
I deal with you, you know, from a distance. I love you from a distance. So it's just like, yeah, we're still cool. We're not beefing. There's no beef. You know, when I see you, I can hug you. I love you, you know, whatever.
Right.
But you're not in my circle. You're not that core group. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah. You're not the person that I need.
And I think sometimes it's hard for us to really understand like who to filter out in those times. Because like, okay, for example, when you're upset, right? Like what we were saying. So say somebody got cheated on. I'm upset. I don't want to support this motherfucking bitch. So I don't want you to support this bitch either. So when I call you, I do want you to have some level of, fuck her, right? Now, if you don't give me that, I'm salty. Because honestly, I called you in that mind frame.
Right.
But let's take it a step back. What if I'm wrong in the situation and I call you and you're not holding me accountable? Now I need to look at you like, well, what are we doing here? I thought we was
friends.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I don't call everybody my friend. You know what I mean? I know people.
I've had to learn that, Nikka Carter. I've had to learn that. Everybody ain't your motherfucking friend.
Everybody is not your friend.
Yeah.
They are not. Like,
they're not.
Literally, and I can go back to, let me say 2016.
Yeah.
I had this girl that I went to, even before that, we went to college together. And when I tell you, it was a time in college where she got kicked out of school.
Yeah.
And I was still sneaking her into my dorm room because she didn't want to tell her parents she got kicked out of school. Yeah. So I'm sneaking her every day into my dorm room, knowing I can get in trouble and lose myself in school. You know what I mean? I'm sneaking you in every single day. I'm giving you my meal swipes and everything like that to feed you and to make sure that you straight. Yeah. And I thought this was my dog. Like, when I tell you I thought this was my dog, I put my life on the line for you. My future was on the line for you because you were afraid to tell your parents. And then fast forward to 2016 when I went homeless and everything like that. I reached out to you like, hey, can I sleep on your living room floor? Bitch, I don't even need a bed, a bedroom, don't even give me a blanket, bitch, at this point. Just let me sleep on your floor. Yeah. So I know I have a safe roof over my head. And you told me you couldn't do that for me because of a situation you had with your roommate. Oh, I don't know if my roommate's going to be okay with that because your roommate had an issue with you having another friend outside of her.
So she didn't let you come?
No, she didn't let me. And that right there was a rude awakening for me. I was like, are you serious? Like, I thought we were friends. Like, we were dogs. Like, I literally risked everything for you. Yeah. And that was a moment for me like, oh, yeah, no. Baby girl, you got to grow up. Everybody's not your friend. And like, when I tell you I've shared some of my deepest, darkest secrets with her, we've been through shit together, like everything. And just, me? Like, I didn't think you was going to do me like that.
Like, you left me homeless.
And you left me homeless. But, being homeless taught me a whole lot. I already knew who God was or what a God was. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I used to be funny and say, like, living at my grandma's house, I was homeless. I mean, I didn't have my own home, right?
Right, but you had a secure roof. I was literally homeless. I remember laying on a mattress inside of my storage unit. And the leasing office at Cornerstone Crossing called me like, hey, congratulations, you got approved for your apartment, this and that. Mind you, I had just lost my job and everything. I didn't have no money. I had 68 cents in my account. Damn. Chase was like, bitch, if you don't re-up, like, for real.
Hey, I still get those notifications today.
Listen,
I have a job, babe.
I had to close them because they were too nosy. They were too nosy. But no, seriously, like, I literally had 68 cents in my account for the longest. Yeah. I had lost my job and everything, and I'm laying on the floor of the storage unit, and I'm like, I don't know where my next meal is coming from. I don't know how I'm about to pay the next month in the storage unit. I don't know nothing. And I'm laying on the storage unit. My phone is off and everything. I get a phone call from the leasing office like, congratulations, you got approved for your apartment, this and that. And I'm on the phone, and I'm sounding excited, but deep down inside, I'm hurt because I'm like, I got $408. So you come in with $408, you can move in on Friday. It's Wednesday. I'm like, thank you. Like, click. And I get off the phone and I'm like, Lord, like, I come to you all the time, but this particular time, I'm like, if it's in your will for me to be homeless, keep me homeless. If it's in your will for me to have a place to stay, you'll make a way. And I prayed that prayer for 45 minutes. And somebody was just like, go to the bank, get a money order. Get a money order with what? It's 68 cents in your account, babe. Like, what's going on? In there. So I checked my bank account. Like I said, my phone was off and everything. So I'm using the Wi-Fi from the public storage right there on South Hamilton behind that old Burger King. It was a Burger King right there. It was a public storage. That's where I was living at, like, for the longest.
That's my story.
And listen, and when I tell you, they closed the gate at 9. When I tell you I was hopping the fence or I was just sleeping outside of the front of the gate until they opened at 9 in the morning, like, that was me. That was me for months. And so I'm like, okay, so I go to the bank. I'm like, okay, here, I look at, first of all, before I go to the bank, something was like, check your bank account. I look at my bank. There was literally a deposit in there, a blue deposit of $408, but it had just a minus sign. There was no name of where it came from, no nothing. And I'm like, where did $408 come from? But that's all I needed to move in. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to get this money order. So I go to the bank and I'm like, I need a money order for $408. This and that. She was like, okay. So she was like, okay, it'll be $413.
You only have $408.
Hold on. I said, ma'am, you see that account just like I see that account. There's only $408.68 in that account. What do you mean I need an extra $5? It's $5 for a money order. I got discouraged all over again. I said, you know what? Never mind. I do thank you for your time. I literally dropped my head, and went to go walk out of the bank. And the other teller at the end was like, excuse me, ma'am, come here. So I go over to her, and at this point, I got like a little mini attitude because it's just like, bitch, she already told me I need $5. I don't have $5.
Like, you playing in my face,
so
bitch.
So like, for real, like, don't play with me. So I go over there, and she's like, what did you come in here for today? I said, I needed a money order. I said, but she told me it was going to be an extra $5 for the money order. I don't have the $5. So I'll just come back another day or whatever. She said, don't worry about it. I'll give it to you. When I say I burst out in tears, like crying.
Yeah.
I took that money order to them. I moved in on that Friday, and y'all, the rest was history. I've been up ever since because God is good all the time and all the time.
Damn!
You are. Listen,
and he will.
Listen, God is good, and I'm a firm believer. I pray for my friends. I pray with my friends. I'm just that person. Like, even when you don't know that I'm praying, Dewey, I pray for you.
Don't say that.
You don't understand. I do. I want you to grow. I want you to prosper. I want you to be the best you that you can possibly be.
Don't say that.
I do. No, I do. I pray for everybody. Like, everybody that I see that's doing something for them. If I know you, I want you to succeed. I want you to grow.
Hey, fuck.
You know what I mean?
Not a fucking man, but hey, fuck you, man.
For real, though. Like, no, I love
I
my people, y'all. I want us all to grow. It's so many negative people, and especially in the Black community. It's so many people hating on one another.
Yeah.
It's just like, we can all have a podcast and grow. Why do you got to hate on the next person with a podcast? We can all be drug dealers, God forbid, and grow. Why do we got to hate on the next one?
I need the fast money. I need the fast money. She said I love a drug dealer.
I mean,
but no, for real.
I don't participate in that lifestyle, but I'm just saying we can all do it and grow. Like, why? It's enough money out here for everybody in whatever situation you're in. Why hate on the next person?
And
why?
I love that you just said the word hate, right? Let's bring it in. So you said love, like having love for people, showing love, things like that. Do you feel like when people are in your corner, has it always been love? Like,
no.
It hasn't.
No.
And that's my fucking problem.
No.
I feel like a lot of us have had people in our corner who have not had genuine love for us, have not genuinely wanted to see us succeed in these areas.
You liked me as a friend, but you didn't love me. You liked me for what I can do for you, but you didn't love me. You like the advice I gave, but you didn't love me.
You didn't fucking love me.
You like that I picked you up, but bitch, you didn't love me.
You didn't answer your phone when I called you because I needed you. You feel me?
Because I'm dealing. Hold on, but no, hold on. But crazy. I'm dealing with that right to this moment.
Yeah.
I have a particular friend, and I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love her. Her name is Kia, and I'm gonna put you out there because you need to be held accountable. Like, no, for real. Like, I love this girl. Like, love her. When I tell you, like, I rock with her and I love her to death, but I'm not getting the same in return, and it's hurting me. Like, it's literally hurting me. For my birthday, she didn't come out and celebrate with me, no nothing. And since my birthday was July 29th, okay?
I remember,
she's supposed to call me. She's supposed to come, first of all, she's supposed to come kick it with me for my birthday. Yeah. She's supposed to come to my birthday dinner and everything, did not show up. And then even after, I'm still waiting for a phone call since then. It's now about to be, it's after July 20th. I mean, August 29th. It about to
be September.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on I'm still waiting on a call because I'm that friend. Like I said, I'm going to hold you accountable. Yeah, so when I told you to call me, that's good shit. I need to tell you about yourself and tell you how you made me feel because I'm always there for you. Yeah. I showed up for you. When she got into a real bad car accident, I showed up to the hospital last year with flowers and everything like that. Yeah. I washed her up in the hospital bed with her foot halfway hanging off of her body. Like, I washed you up. I cleaned your wounds. I lotioned you up and everything because I'm that friend. Yeah. Like, I brought life to a dead situation.
And no funny shit, but people need to hear
when
this.
When you call me at 6 o'clock, and she called me literally, it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning one day. She was out chilling with some dude, and he literally left her in the car while he went inside the house and was in there for hours and never came back out. What did I do? I pulled the fuck up. 5 in the morning because I'm that friend. I'm not going to leave you in a fucked up situation. Mm-hmm. Like, so I go and I pick you up and you're like, oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. You're welcome. But you don't have to thank me because that's who I am. That's my character.
But do you think though, honestly, what you're saying though, do you think that we have to start understanding like we are not the same people as the people that we keep around us?
Yes, I understand that though, but that's definitely something that we all need to know. Like, just because we are that person don't mean that everybody's going to be us.
And just because you're counsel for other people doesn't mean that they're going to give you that back. And I feel like so many times I've been fucked up with this. So many times you think, well, what I give, I'm going to get back. Yeah, and you don't. You don't.
And you want it.
Ooh, dead battery. It says low battery. You just hit the low battery mode. But yeah, and so there's so many times that we be in these situations, and like I was saying, like your counsel. Mm-hmm. There's so many times that now I'm starting to feel like I'm growing up so much that like my counsel is changing. Like,
and it gets smaller and smaller.
So smaller and smaller. The advice that I'm seeking from certain people, I don't even want no more.
Yeah.
And when you're in that position, like, you might be growing a little bit.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Sure. Like, you really might be growing. Like, and it's just, I was telling Steph the other day, it's scary. Like, it's this space that I'm in is just so scary because I'm like,
you feel like you're losing, but you're really not.
And that's the thing. You feel like you're losing, but You're really fucking not.
You're not.
Your
losing.
counsel was this big in your 20s because you talk to anybody and talk your shit, right? I've always been like a selective person with what I share, but I tell people shit. I got a podcast. I'm talking my shit, right? But now I'm starting to feel like no. I need people in my circle that's going to also talk my shit, but I need you to hold me accountable too.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not always right. And like I said, once I started stripping my pride, once I start stripping my pride and my fucking ego and looking at situations for what they were, nothing else than what it is. A, B, C equals D. Amen. That was it. You feel me? Like, and that's just fucking it. Yeah. And I just feel like that's what the fuck is it. I just feel like anybody that's out here listening, like really assess. We talk about it all the time, but assess your friends, assess your circle. Think about the advice that's being given to you. Because sometimes people give you advice that will steer you left when they will go right, though. You feel what I'm saying? And that's another thing that
not everybody's there for your growth. Man. You know, a lot of people secretly hate you.
And don't.
It's a secret, though. Yeah. Like, they smile in your face. They're there for all the hype moments, the lip moments, and everything else. But then when it comes to something serious, they really envy
like, think
you.
about it. Have you ever had a friend that tell you some shit, give you some advice, and then you see them in a situation, they do the opposite shit? We got to start. And another thing to say, we have to start processing shit for ourselves. Like, yeah, I'm going to go to you, but I want to go to you after I've already processed it myself. I might need a little bit of help.
It be too soon sometimes.
That's too.
But don't limit yourself to just one person either.
That's true.
You need to get multiple outlooks on whatever the situation is, because
male and female.
But multiple at that, because you can talk to one female and she would secretly like you, Dewey, and she gonna tell you like, nah, fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
That bitch. Like, I know what you really need, Dewey, because it's me. Like, period. But then. Listen, okay, no, it's me. You know, you need me in your bed. Okay?
Exactly.
But then you'll have that other friend that's gonna tell you, like, you know what, Dewey? I know you really like this girl.
Right.
But you know, look at this, reflect on the situation. Is it really that bad?
Absolutely.
You know, it's like, you know, you can have a bad moment.
And I've had that.
But is it really that bad? You know what I mean? Like, because you're Dewey. Of course you had that moment.
Yeah, it's bad as fuck.
No, but you definitely have to seek it from different genders, but you got to seek it from multiple people of that gender. If you have two of each, you know what I mean? That's enough. But you know, if you have more, it's even greater. But if you have at least two of each gender,
it's cool.
That's
and I like
perfect.
what Steph just said. She said, "Is it too soon?" Have you ever been in situations where you might have aired some shit out too soon?
I've never been in that situation, but I feel like I've dealt with
like impulsively.
I've been that counsel for somebody in that situation. Yeah, where it was just like something was going wrong, so they thought, and they aired it to me. And that's where a lot of us get it wrong. You know, you speculate something or you think something, and then you go and tell your girlfriend about it, and then next you know she's on your side, like, nah, because that ain't right. This and that. But then when you find out that that's not what it is, and it's just like, now y'all both looking like looking stupid. But then you don't want to be stupid, so it's just like, nah, still fuck that nigga. Like, no, he ain't even did nothing. He ain't even did nothing.
He did a fucking thing. He's innocent, babe.
Yeah, he's innocent. No, listen, but my friend that I was telling you that's married, his wife speculates him out here cheating and stuff all the time. When I say this man is beyond faithful, I love it for him. Like, I love it for him, because when we out and about, like, he talks about his wife a whole bunch. Like, it's just like me and my wife. His wife don't know that though, because she ain't outside.
Exactly.
But you expect you think he out here cheating when he really is that for you.
Yeah, and he really a good nigga.
You are that nigga, like, period. For real.
No, but you know what? And a lot of since we're there now, a lot of people let their friends dictate and shift their view of their relationship. And babe, your friend ain't never had a relationship as good as yours. Y'all got problems, but your friend ain't
a good relationship, period.
Your friend ain't never been taken out as many times. Your friend ain't been out the country or out the state with her nigga. At all. You feel me? Out the state, babe. Listen. Out of 270. How could she ever advise anything? Okay? We have to really
y'all
start.
Sitting in Motel 6. Your bestie sitting at Motel 6, but she giving you advice.
He didn't show up. He had her at Motel 6.
She by herself.
By herself.
With bed bugs.
But it was supposed to be a date night. It was supposed to be a fucking date night. And the nigga didn't show up for her. I'm talking about shit.
Now she's sitting there getting bit. Now she's sitting there getting bit up.
But genuinely though, I'm really serious about that. We have to really start knowing who we're seeking advice from, and knowing that this advice that I'm getting is well-rounded. This advice that I'm getting is for me and not out of the benefit of them.
Amen.
And that's what the fuck we're gonna wrap it up on. So I really want to talk about, I'm gonna just touch on it really quick before we get to the tip check, but acrimony. So I remember I played that clip. I played that clip, and I think it was so powerful from the question of the day. If you don't know, now you know. Go to the prescribe page, the podcast page. But we did a question of the day where basically a friend was seeking advice from her other friend. But she got mad because she like, well, bitch, you don't take this advice, so why are you telling me, right? And so, you know me, I'm on Google like, let me friend giving friend advice, and acrimony pops up. And when Taraji fucking she read her sisters to filth, but that's how it be though, Nikka. Like, these people that you have in your corner that's telling you shit, you gotta look at their situation too.
Yeah, but at the same time, she needed to hold herself accountable if you want to be for real. She needed to hold.
She waited too late though.
Yeah, you did. She did. She definitely did. And Taraji, ma'am, like for real, she needed to hold herself accountable because it was just like you had this man, and yeah, he wasn't shit when you met him,
like you said, yeah.
But he built to something. You know what I mean? And now that he's something, like before he got to something, you want to be like, oh no, get your shit, get out, fuck you, you're nothing, you're beneath me. And it's just like nobody's beneath you, babe. Just no matter how much money you got or whatever, I'm not beneath you at all. Exactly. I will never be a peasant.
And he was building too. He was building for years,
but he made it.
And then she was
salty. But that's what you get because you took advice from people that didn't have your best interest at heart. You didn't do that. You took he's taking all your money and he's this and third. Yeah, that may have been what he was doing, but look at him now.
That nigga re-up.
Look at me now. What's that song? Look at me now.
He gave her the house and everything, bitch.
Look at me now.
And now what was he in a little sky rise? Whatever?
He was living
on the boat.
Living.
Where she died. But, that was very sad.
But,
that was very sad.
That's, you got to hold yourself accountable because if you, like you said, know who you're seeking advice from. Yep. Know your counsel. Know who you're seeking advice from.
I love that.
You should, if you would have known you knew their positions prior to taking their advice.
Exactly.
So you knew they wasn't shit giving you advice anyway.
So why the fuck was you even listening? Period.
Like, do they got a nigga at home building shit and trying to become something? At least he had a dream and a goal.
They was miserable.
You know what I mean? Like, but a lot of us, we always be like, oh, well, he got potential, but nah, we gonna go with somebody that looks like he got it. Cause these niggas really don't be having it.
Niggas don't have it.
But they be looking like they got it.
Yeah,
like,
say it again. Yeah. They don't have it.
No, they don't have it. They don't have it. Like, just cause a nigga in the club and he looked like he got it, bro, damn, he's getting slapped in the back of the head at the trap house.
He actually drove his baby mom's car to the club.
Listen,
so
he's the one being sent on runs at the trap house. Okay, he's not the one making the orders. Like, sir,
corner boy.
Listen, sir, they slapping you like, go get us the juice from the store. Like, damn. Like, no, but he just looked like he got it because they done threw him a few dollars.
Exactly.
No.
Like the nigga with
no.
plain black
yeah, like,
just because got it.
Listen, because just because you look like you got it, like, people can look like
they don't have it
on a daily basis. Don't have it at all. You don't have it together at all. At home, you're in shambles.
Exactly.
You're in shambles, but you outside looking like you got it, and your friends is throwing that persona to you, like, oh yeah, this nigga got it, girl. You need to hop on that. No, ma'am.
What y'all need to motherfucking know is know who you're seeking counsel from. And that's where we're gonna leave it off at, and we about to get in a temp check. This is really fucking good, okay?
It was great.
This is really fucking good, okay? And I'm feeling fucking good.
Yeah,
shout out to
feel great. Yes.
Period. Okay, so let's get to the temp check. So temp check, people write in questions, and then we get to it, which because she's my biggest fucking supporter. Period. On record. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So, hi Dewey. Me and my boyfriend have been at odds for the past 8 months. I feel like he is over the relationship, and I'm tired of all the arguing and fighting. Maybe we should just break up and move on. I just took a position in a different state, and I'm planning to relocate in 3 weeks. Yesterday, I found out I was pregnant with his baby. I haven't told him, and some of our beef has been because he wanted a baby, and I wasn't ready. I'm considering an abortion since we are not on the same page. How would you suggest I handle this? Wow, that's deep as fuck.
That is deep.
And it's always situations where you're when you're about to leave, or when you know it's over and now you pregnant and now you have to decide, do I keep this baby that's gonna keep us together when I know we're not supposed to be together?
No.
Fuck. How would I suggest I handle this? I'm gonna go first. You got something right now?
I can go first.
That's crazy.
Because it's relatable. Like I said, I've been in that situation. Wow. I was leaving a relationship. And found out after leaving the relationship, like, oh, bitch, you're pregnant. Like, ooh, wow. Wait a minute. This is my first time ever being pregnant. What is going on here? Yeah. And so it was hard. I definitely thought abortion and everything like that. But in the midst of me actually accepting the pregnancy, I ended up losing the child. So, like I said, God does things for a reason. Yes, it was a very traumatic situation or whatever, but God makes no mistakes. It's a reason for everything. The man wasn't the man for me. So, in that situation, I would say do what's best for you. Yeah. I'm always pro-choice, so I don't look at you no different for wanting to abort the situation because I was in your shoes. But do what you feel is best for you. They always say no child can keep a man. Right. Period, point blank. So
say it again.
So you can't keep. You don't keep that child to think you're gonna keep. No, you can let him know that you're pregnant, but let him know what your decision is on it. Facts. Don't think that keeping that child is gonna keep that man around because it's gonna be horrible for you. You know what I mean? You're gonna just be there because of the child, but then you're not happy because you know he's not really in the situation. He's elsewhere doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Because ma'am, you're at home pregnant. You gotta sit down. Right. You know what I mean? Like, no. And then, like you said, you got a new job coming. Girl, live your best life. Man. Do what makes you happy. It's
so tough, like, when speaking on, like, abortion, because I understand now at this older age that there's so many, for some people, now a lot of people that can just do it and be cool. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of, like, not side effects, but mentally.
Yeah,
like,
for
you had an abortion this time, so if I would have had my baby in 9 months, you know you're gonna always look back. If I would have had what ifs, the what ifs,
like the moment that you find out that you're pregnant, your body goes through so many changes. Right. Like literally, like I was shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, like, huh? Yeah. I'm thinking like, nah, like people be making this shit look cute. No.
Yeah, no, it's crazy,
absolutely
right?
Not. It's ridiculous.
But you have to. I feel like at this age, like I'm about to be 30 in November, so I feel like I want to bring a baby in a situation where we both want it for each other.
Absolutely, and that's what I want, stability in the relationship. Not even money. Money is definitely a big thing, but when it comes, I want stability in a relationship. I want a 2-parent household for my kids. I want marriage. I want a family. You know what I mean? I want everything that I didn't have growing up.
Right.
You
know so at this age, I feel like we have that choice to make that decision. We done made it out. You know what I'm saying? In the early 20s, you know, you just be like, fuck it, I'm pregnant. I'm got a baby, whatever. But I'm about to be 30. Like now, do I even want to look at you? Bitch, like, I don't know if I want to even like parent with you. Yeah. So I would encourage you, sis, to like think about the future. Like y'all already broke up. Y'all already been trying to move on. Y'all be fighting and shit. But like think about your future and the future with him. If you don't have a future with him and you know that wholeheartedly, get up out of there.
Not even just with him though. Think about the child.
You
know what I mean? Because
he's always gonna be there when you have the child.
Right. But say that he chooses not to be there because y'all not together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now your child has to grow up without a father. I was a woman that grew up without her dad. My dad chose not to be there. Yes, I had my papa, my stand-up, and I had my step-up dad. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I call him my god dad, but literally the man that I'm named after to this day. Yeah. I had them in my life, and I love and appreciate them forever. R.I.P. to my papa. I love you to death. Yeah. My god dad, love you to death. Frankie, you will always be a big part of my heart. Like, but it's nothing like having your biological father there. Yep. You know what I mean? Think about that child. You know, that child is always going to wonder why. Why didn't you love me? Why didn't you want to be in my life? Why didn't it work out? You know what I mean? Like, am I the reason? Like, you know what I mean? So think about that child. Don't allow the child to think about the child's future. You don't want them to feel like they're hurting or they're lost or they're the reason why someone is not there because you chose to keep a child in a situation. Like, yeah, we all want to be parents one day. Not saying everybody wants to, but, you know, for the people that do, we want to be parents. We want to have that family, this and there, but don't do nothing to just keep a child for a man or for a woman, vice versa. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to be happy. Yeah. And it's not necessarily for you. Because fuck your happiness at the end of the day. That child still has to grow up. Yep. You know what I mean? That child has to grow up and create a mind of its own on why. And then like, you know, then you sit and think like, damn, my mama could have just aborted me because why do I got to go through this
exactly.
shit? Like, damn, adulting sucks
Adulting fucking sucks, babe.
Like,
you
real,
literally could have swallowed me.
When you got to put into perspective, like, you know, my dad chose not to be there. It's just like, what made me, like, am I the problem?
Yeah, you look at yourself.
Don't do that to your kid. You know, do what you feel is best. Like, yeah, we all think like, oh yeah, he'll be a great dad to his kid, but no. But do you want to see your kid? You want your kid to see you go through X, Y, and Z, and your kid is going to accept X, Y, and Z, and their life is going to be hell because crazy. You chose to do this shit, ma'am. Don't be the problem.
Yes, don't be the problem. Don't be the problem. So how we suggest? Nikka says, don't be the problem. I say, I mean, basically we're saying the same thing. Sit down and really adjust. Look at the future. Do it. Take yourself out of it and really like look at it, like we was talking about.
Into the child.
Yeah,
it's the child. At the end of the day, there is what they are. Who matters at the end of the day? It's the kids.
This was so soulful. I really enjoyed this. Like I'm telling you, I'm really excited that you came on. Like
I'm like super excited.
No, for real, I'm so excited. So we wrapping up the episode. We're gonna go ahead and plug you. Thank you for coming on again. Like I said, #1 fucking supporter, bro. She's at the first ever live show. it was a vibe as well. Like,
it was
y'all haven't
definitely.
check
if
it
you
out
wasn't
on
there,
YouTube.
you missed out.
No, that was
if you wasn't there, you missed out. No, for sure.
Some boy out.
It was lit.
But,
no, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely turned some
agree.
boy out.
I did miss the pool party because I was going through. I had a procedure done. Just literally the 13th, and it was on the 15th.
Next year, oh yeah, because the pool party went the fuck.
Listen,
crazy.
hold on, tell me. Listen, you ain't got to tell me about it because I seen the video, and I was just like, oh, I feel salty. Like Doc, you couldn't prove. I literally When I tell you, let me tell you, I called the doctor to try to postpone it. Like, hey, can we? No, they're like, ma'am, we need you up here on the 15th, on the 13th. Like.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I was
no,
listening because I bought my swimsuit and everything.
Listen,
I was
it
there.
was a fucking vibe. We're gonna be vibing out next year too, so make sure you pull up. But yeah, thank you so much. Plug yourself. You know you do nails, makeup. Like,
yes, I do nails. I am a nail tech. I'm located in Reynoldsburg.
Yep.
Off of Tussing. My business number is 614-676-0877.
Period. You better know.
So you can text that number. Don't call me. I be busy. I have a main job. No, for real. I'm being so serious. I have a main job.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of my main job, like I be getting a whole bunch of calls. Like, just text me and ask if appointments is available. I do have a website and stuff like that, but I'm in the process of revamping it, so it's down right now.
Okay.
But absolutely Nikka's Nails. You can find me on Facebook. You can inbox me, Nikka A.L. Carter on Facebook as well. Yes. On Instagram, it's Nikka, NIKKA _
Yes.
Loves, LOVES, Pink, PINK. You can reach me there as well. Anybody looking for an appointment, I got you. Don't worry, but I also do makeup. So you can reach me at all those platforms as well. But yeah. That's me.
I'm also on
TikTok too. Nikka _ loves pink. But I haven't posted too much on
my TikTok don't be taking.
But I'm getting But I used to be lit on TikTok. But then I just stopped. Yeah. And then I recently lost a friend, like one of my real close people that I used to be on TikTok with. Yeah. So it was just like, it's been a bummer. But RIP Trip, long live you, baby, because we're gonna turn it up for you.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, follow me, personal page, official DR. My podcast page, prescribe DR _ and then prescribe DR on Twitter. Get into the TikTok. It really don't be ticking, but prescribe DR. It's there, you know. And yeah, so just look out for some shit. We coming with some big shit. Thank you so much for coming on. This is a vibe, like I said. Tap in with us. Oh yeah, shout out to Steph. She got her LLC. She is now an official fucking bartender. Okay, Miss fucking Mixie, bruh. I know it's cool. Yeah, Miss fucking Mixie. Shout out to her. But yeah, congratulations, Steph, to you, Miss Producer.
Yeah,
but yeah, we out of here. Thank you so much again. I just got to keep saying it because I'm just. This is like a
Steph because she's been very lit since the moment she reached out to me. I love her.
Oh, let's go!
Like, no, seriously, because we had a good little conversation on the phone prior to this.
Because it's professional around here, babe.
No, she's lit, like for sure. Like we literally got into it. So. You know, I do want to shout you out because you was definitely lit. And congratulations to you, dude.
Let's go. You feel me? So just subscribe with the realest where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. And we out.